Welcome to this explainer. Today we're doing something really cool. We are deconstructing the anatomy of an incredibly exhaustive AI megaprompt. We're looking at source material that's designed to generate a premium, professional-grade cybersecurity lesson entirely from scratch. Honestly, it's a total masterclass in prompt engineering. So get ready, because we're about to unpack an incredibly dense checklist of instructions that literally forces an AI to become the ultimate cybersecurity instructor.
Now, setting the stage with the macro vision of our source material, this prompt isn't just asking for some quick overview or a, one-off blog post. It's actually asking the AI to architect a massive 30-day comprehensive curriculum destined for a single YouTube playlist. The ambition here is just huge. It's aiming to create a full cybersecurity full course, which means the AI has to truly understand the context of a month-long educational journey, not just an isolated topic.
So, here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First, the master course blueprint. Second, the ultimate expert persona. Third, designing the technical lesson. Fourth, real-world career integration. And finally, number 5, assessment and future scope. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The Master Course Blueprint, zooming in on Week 3, Day 18.
All right, so the prompt specifically targets Day 18 privilege escalation, which, if you know the space, is essentially the art of hacking a system to go from a normal guest account all the way up to full administrative control. It's placed right smack in the middle of Week 3, which is dedicated to penetration testing. Notice the specific constraint here too. It demands a robust 30 to 60-minute script. That means the AI has to generate enough depth and pacing to sustain a full hour of premium educational content. No pressure, right?
Moving on to Section 2, the ultimate expert persona, simulating 2 decades of authority. You see, the prompt doesn't just ask for a smart expert. It explicitly demands that the AI simulate a massive 2 decades of field experience. Think about that for a second. It's basically asking the AI to sound like it remembers the days of dial-up internet. By forcing this specific persona, it prevents the AI from sounding like it's just, regurgitating a Wikipedia page. Instead, it pushes the AI to sound like a seasoned, unshakable veteran who has actually lived through the evolution of cybersecurity.
And this brilliantly illustrates the multidisciplinary expert that's required. The AI isn't just told to be some generic cybersecurity guy. Oh no, it has to simultaneously wear the hats of a malware analyst, a cloud security architect, a digital forensics expert, a SOC analyst, an ethical hacker, a penetration tester, and an instructor. It's demanding a full 360-degree view of the industry, which ensures the resulting script will approach privilege escalation from defensive, offensive, cloud, and instructional angles, all at the exact same time.
Now, this is where we see a really fascinating juxtaposition. On one hand, the prompt demands professional-grade depth. It wants a premium YouTube course that's genuinely useful for professionals. But on the other hand, it explicitly restricts the language, demanding the AI explain everything in very simple English so beginners can understand. That is honestly one of the hardest balancing acts to strike in education, maintaining that high-level technical accuracy without falling back on a bunch of confusing jargon.
Section 3. Designing the technical lesson, where theory meets practice.
So the prompt doesn't just ask for dry, boring facts, it requires a deeply practical teaching method. It asks for complete theory, sure, but it immediately grounds that with real-world examples. It wants industry best practices, common mistakes, security tips, and a professional workflow. Basically, it forces the AI to map the theory directly to what actually happens on the job, highlighting those specific pitfalls and workflows that only a 20-year veteran would actually know.
And here is the crucial point. It demands action and visualization. You can't just talk at someone for an hour. You really have to show them. The prompt specifically requests visual explanations, text format diagrams, a practical demonstration, and even a live lab. So even though the AI is generating text, it's formatting that text to clearly direct the future human video creator on exactly what to show on screen. That's how you make a complex topic like privilege escalation visually understandable.
Bringing us to Section 4, Real-World Career Integration, bridging the gap from skills to employment.
Notice how perfectly this aligns the education with actual career advancement. We have this table that neatly organizes the alphabet soup of elite cybersecurity certifications, things like CEH, OSCP, and CSSP, right alongside incredibly practical deliverables. I mean, the prompt demands interview questions, salary information, a career roadmap, and even a freelancer's perspective. It absolutely knows that the viewer is learning this to get hired, not just for fun.
And building on that real-world focus, the prompt specifically asks for client project examples. This is absolutely crucial because it ensures the viewer understands exactly what privilege escalation looks like in the context of a real job dealing with real-life clients rather than just being isolated in some theoretical vacuum or a perfectly controlled lab environment.
Finally, Section 5, Assessment and Future Scope, Ensuring Retention and Relevance. To really future-proof the lesson, the AI is explicitly instructed to include the latest cutting-edge context. It has to list relevant AI tools related to this topic, mention the latest cyber attacks, and discuss the overarching future scope of privilege escalation. We all know cybersecurity moves incredibly fast, and this constraint basically guarantees this 60-minute script won't feel outdated the exact moment it's published.
Take a look at how this prompt builds such a rigorous retention strategy. It flows so logically, starting with a standard summary, diving straight into a 20-question quiz, assigning homework, and scaling all the way up to hands-on, mini, and full projects. It's essentially a complete educational ecosystem, designed to test the learner at absolutely every stage of comprehension.
And of course, no expert lesson is complete without citing its sources, right? The prompt mandates a full list of references, which gives the student a clear pathway to explore the topic further, while simultaneously validating that 20-year expert persona the AI has been instructed to project.
So, we've unpacked an incredible 27-point architectural blueprint for a single cybersecurity lesson today, and I want to end this explainer on a somewhat provocative thought based on all these intense constraints. Can an AI actually pull off this balancing act? Can it seamlessly merge 2 decades of deep, multidisciplinary technical experience with perfectly simple, beginner-friendly explanations, all while pacing it out perfectly for a captivating 60-minute script? It is a massive challenge for sure, and it shows just how far the boundaries of educational prompt engineering are being pushed today. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive. Keep exploring.